through. You're throwing rocks around your room. And while you're bleeding on your back in a glass, I'll be glad that I made it out and sorry that it all went down like it did. I have emotional motion sickness. Somebody roll the windows down. There are no words in the English language. I could scream to drown you out. Hey, why do we sing with an English accent? I guess it's too late to change it now. You know I'm never gonna let you have it, but I will try to drown you out. You said when you met me, you were bored. You said when you met me, you were bored, and you were in a band when I was born. I have motion sickness. I try to stay clean and live without. And I wanna know what would happen if I surrender to the sound. Surrender to the sound.
Good morning, folks. Good morning. Thought I'd start you off with that song. For no reason at all, except that I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Vamp Candy turned me onto that one. Ran into it Sunday when she was looking for dark music. She thought I might like it. And fucking sure enough, I did. I thought it was fucking great. That's Phoebe Bridgers with Motion Sickness. What album is that from? From Stranger in the Alps. I'll have to get that album. I've heard a few tracks from her. Man, she's a great singer and also a great lyricist. Does some really emotionally driving music. One day we'll have to talk about music. What are you guys into? We'll talk about that sometime. No, no pressure, everybody. I'm not the biggest music file out there. I like what I like, you know. But that's neither here nor there. Welcome everybody to the stream. Jacob Gulf City coming in first. So you know what you have to do right now, sir. You have to prepare yourself for a gold star coming your way. All right. Okay. He missed it that time. Who get it next time? Just pick it up. No, it's fine. Just pick it up. It's fine. I didn't poison it, Jacob. Just pick it up. It's fine. Gosh, maybe Brian Reck will do better with a silver star. Oh, yeah, he caught it. Oh, sorry about that finger of yours. It's perfectly fine. Android the Destroyer says he's fourth, but he's actually third. Okay. Let's see if I can throw this bronze star at Android the Destroyer. All right, he caught it. But it's not really fair. He's more of a, he's like an android. So he has those android reflexes. Ayek, welcome to the stream. She says relaxed. She says relaxed disco. You got that impression from that song? I don't know. It's really fuzzy, isn't it? Got that fuzz sound that I like. That tickles me up and down my spine. We don't have to talk about that. We'll get into that on Wednesday when we do our erotic fiction reading over on Hump Day. That's what I'm going to promise you. I don't know. Rock and Rolly, welcome to the stream. He says Davis has good taste in booties. Well, I like to think so. Brian Rex says this has a very Fleetwood Mac sound. You think so? I don't know. Sparky says fucking shoot me. Whoa, Sparky, calm down. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal, Sparky. Jesus Christ. Bringing everybody down with his drama. Fucking guy's grody.
Well, welcome to the stream, Scraddles. What are you doing?
Just waiting to read the comic book list, Davis, and then I'm fucking off.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. I'll welcome everybody to the stream, and then we can get to that. How about that?
Sounds good, buddy. Sounds real good.
Okay. Oh, Alt-Centrist, welcome to the stream. Dan, Mark, welcome to the stream. What a mark this Dan is.
Did you expect me to respond to that?
Oh, okay. So I guess not. Oh, well then. EDM, welcome to the stream. Evil Deeds up to no good. Doing the hand wave there, but his other hand, he's probably holding on to some sort of weapon of some sort. Jacob picked up the star, so that's good. All right. Great, great, great. Great to see everybody doing what they need to do. I see Kolofsky there. Hey, Kolofsky, did you know that you had sex with Bloodtoker last night? In a simulation? So, there you go. I access my body is prepared. Oh, well, you'll have to keep prepared until tomorrow. Dear Lord. Oh, it was a knife. Evil Deeds, it was a knife the whole time. All right. Shrek nuts. Yeah, Metal Gear Survive this morning? Yeah, we're gonna play Metal Gear Survive. Dear God. For those of you who don't know, Taga has a gaming stream. And last night I did check in on it, and he was playing this game called Metal Gear Survive. Now, I didn't hear too much about this. I remember when it came out, people were up in arms because it's not a Metal Gear game. It's I don't know, it's some clone of a zombie game. And dear God, it's absolutely horrible. I was livid at how ugly and boring this game was. How uninspired it was. It was just the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. And then I find out it's not even free to play. Apparently, Vamp bought it for herself and Tonka, and that just flew me over the edge. I was like turning over fucking furniture. Scraddles was like,
Oh no. Davis being a crazy man.
"Yep, it's true." Kolaski said, "I didn't know that. I must go and watch that." Talking about his sexy time with Bloodtoker. My gosh. Yeah, even Jacob is like, "Fuck Metal Gear Survive." Oof. IXS got to break out the lingerie. Is it a surprise what ones you picked, or are you gonna tease some titles? I haven't even chosen yet. I haven't even read anything. I'll find the first one that's cringy. I know some people have sent me a few TMs, but don't hold me to it. Jeez. Now you're gonna make me uncomfortable. Kalevsky says, at least I can currently have sex with my lady friend in video games, though. Yeah, keep shooting for the stars there, Kalowski. It's perfectly good.
I'm getting bored, Davis.
All right. Okay, we'll move on, and we'll do the comic book list today. It looks like it's a relatively, more or less a moderately sized list. So we'll get into it. Hey, I don't know, maybe welcome to the stream. Ike says being uncomfortable just means you're doing it right. Is that how it works? I think that means something else. You can't use that defense in a criminal court. Believe me, I've tried. All right, Jacob. It's comic book list. Starting off with number 1. You want to read number 1?
Sure, Davis. It's House of X, number 1. Ooh,
Yeah, the House of X. We were just talking about the House of M yesterday, but this is House of X. Probably has something to do with the X-Files, right?
the X-Men, Davis. Jesus Christ. It's comic books. Get your shit together.
Oh, all right, fine. Maybe I'll do better on the second one. Number 2, Secret Warps. Arik? Wait, Arachnite? Arachnite? Secret Warps Arachnite, annual number 1. All right, I don't know what that's about. Probably a spider that's also, I don't know, Batman or something. I don't know. Okay, number 3, Scrattles. You want to do number 3?
Yeah, number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy, number 7. Raccoon, tree, a green person, a purple man, and Star-Lord.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good. You knew all of them.
I know 'em all, Davis.
Okay, cool. And the next one is The Flash, number 75. Man, that comic book is going on forever. Number 75. Don't they reboot them after 10 episodes or something?
He calls them episodes, guys. What a fucking nerd.
Wow. I'm a nerd because I don't know anything about comic books?
You're a nerd because you're a four-eyes dweeb.
Okay, fair enough. All right, the next one on the list is Freedom Fighters, number 7. They fight for freedom.
Wherever there's trouble.
Okay. The next one, Scrattles?
The next one is called The Terrifics. They're terrific.
Okay, fair enough. Ooh, this next one, Alex, the Southerner over on the Tonka Radio, is gonna like this one. It's called Power Rangers, number 41. Wow. Wonder what the Green Ranger is gonna be up to in that one.
Probably doing something stupid.
You don't like the Green Ranger?
Nope. Green Ranger is a fag.
Okay, whoa. Hey. Calm down with the rhetoric. Dear God, Scrattles.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
I just hear people saying it on the internet. It sounds fun. It's like that N-word. Let me say it right now.
No.
Ninja.
Oh. I guess I walked into that one. All right, the next one is Dial H for Hero. Dial H for Hero. We've heard about that one. And you get the last one, Scrattles. You want to read that one?
Yeah. Aliens Rescue. If you are an alien and you need to be rescued, just call the Alien Rescue. They'll get you right across the border.
Oh, hey.
I don't know. I don't know what an alien is.
Okay, fair enough. Very topical, Scrattles. Thank you for that.
Can I go to bed now?
Yeah. You can go to bed. Whew. What, are you gonna sleep in the hamper?
No.
Yeah, you are. You're sleeping in the hamper.
All right, whatever.
Okay. Kolaski says, "Shush, Scrattles. We're talking about me banging my girlfriend. I don't even know if you guys are girlfriends. Just something that happened in the night. 2 ships passing. You know how that goes." Ike says, "So long as nobody says no stop, it's all good." Really? Okay. Well, I guess I'll bring plenty of tape next time. Jacob Gulf City Navo says, "Arachnite is Spider-Man and Moon Knight." Oh, okay. All right. That's okay. I forgot about Moon Knight. I figured the Iraq part was Spider-Man, but all right. That'll work. Ike says Green Ranger plays his dagger flute like a trumpet and broods in caves. Sounds like a euphemism. Not sure. Viable Ninja, welcome to the stream. We conjured him by saying his name. And Jacob says Aliens Rescue. is about a xenomorph. It's about a xenomorph. Oh, okay. Dial N for ninja, I think Koloski was about to say. We'll see. Yeah. Getting a DM from someone telling me a tall tale. Give me your tall tales in here. Sisu, welcome to the stream. You just missed the comic book list. Wow, you're gonna have to rewind this stream. Oh, I saw something by the way. I don't want to get anybody. Really? Sorry, I'm responding in real time to this DM. Really? Okay, fair enough. All right. Um. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Hey, that optic decay stream was is blocked in all countries, but it's not what you think it is. I have to go ahead and edit it down. Apparently, um, when I played the trailer for Insidious 2, that was enough for them to say, no, 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 not available. No, take it off the YouTube. So I need to go ahead and edit that part out. I saw that this morning. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Then I started throwing shit around the house, and I immediately went to Twitter and started accusing people of flagging. Then I started my own blog and started talking about flying monkeys. And then after all that, um, I actually just went in and checked my YouTube and saw what claims were put on that video. All my videos get claimed, by the way, guys. Don't make any money off that stuff. If you see ads on my video, that's not for. I don't get any of that money. It's because I use music, and as long as they're fine with taking money that way, I think that's fine. That's why I tend to use whenever I can. I try to use some indie music, but it's not a big deal. I'll make sure I get that done. I try to figure out how it works. I don't know how the editing program works here. I tried to do it before I went live. Couldn't make heads or tails of it, so probably just have to watch a tutorial or something like that. Halo Gear Creed says, "Did you buy Metal Gear Survive as well?" How much is that film or that game, by the way? Halo, oh, I'm sorry, Metal Gear. Metal Gear Survive. Uh, where does it say anything about how much it is? Price. Well, it says it won't cost $60. So how much? Uh, Vamp bought it last year. No, what did it cost when it came out? Wait, she bought it like last year, and they're playing it now? Wait, if she played it, why? Yeah, because I remember her saying that she beat the game. Why? What kind of sicko is she that she says, "Oh yeah, you should play this game"? Does she not know that it was horrible? Oh man, I'm not the best judge of these things, guys. It must be said. I think most games are garbage. That interest me not at all. It's very hard for me to see something or find something that I'm interested in. But that one, oh my god, I hated it. I hated it so much. Ninja says, she bought Tonka the Jurassic Park game too, the Telltale Game of Doom. Does she just buy him crap games? Is that their relationship? She buys him garbage? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Kolowski says they're playing it because Jim Sterling really harps on about how much it sucks. He's right. He's absolutely correct. Why would you do that? This guy Jim Sterling says it really sucks, so we're going to play it. And yeah. Anyway, we just wasted a lot of our time playing something that's ugly and not fun. Jim Sterling wins again. Man, didn't have to do anything that time. Wowie zowie. He's winning, coming and going. Can't be stopped. Jim Sterling is a madman. All right, we might as well get some work done. Altcentra says, turns out Vamp has been gay-opping Tonka this whole time. I suspected it. I suspected it a long time ago. I didn't want to say anything because you don't want to be a Cassandra about these sort of things. But lo and behold, I was correct. Let's check this out real quick. We looked at this yesterday on the show. Not this show, but the Kumite. At the time, it had like 7,000 views. The next day, it's got just under 40,000 views. Hardly going viral. Hardly going viral at all. I checked Variety, this entertainment rag that focuses on this sort of thing. The only thing they have on Andy Signor is an article from last month talking about him settling on the lawsuit that he has against Defy Media. No follow up, because it does say that he's going to come out and discuss the facts of the case and whatnot, which of course happened. Apparently, nobody thinks it's newsworthy. In fact, if you look up anything about this, you're not seeing it anywhere. Just look up news. This is from a month ago. He's already exposed the truth. Nerd Reactor is the only one to Nerd Reactor on the case. Well, apparently April Dawn has responded. She says, when I came forward a few years ago, I knew everything that was displayed in the video today would be made public. I decided to go forward regardless because I wanted to make sure no harm would come to any more women. I was ready then and I'm ready now to take the hits, comments, or criticism you can throw at me because at the end of the day, I know my truth and what I did was right. I was a teenager and I made mistakes and I've had to live with them. I'm not giving any more of my time or energy to this. I'm moving on for my own mental health. Thanks to all those who continue to support me as I learn and grow. Dear God. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Alt centrist knows where I'm going to go with this, too. My truth. My truth. Oh, this triggers me so bad. Oh, oh man, this fucking woman. I knew when I came forward a few years ago, everything that was displayed in the video would be made public. Yeah, all this stuff about you consenting to this illicit affair. I decided to go forward regardless because I wanted to make sure no harm would ever come to any more women. You lied. You lied. And then you hide by this my truth. My truth. Disgusting woman. He's moving on? No, she's moving on. This is her April Dawn's response. I was a teenager, and I made mistakes, and I've had to live with them. I'm not giving any more of my time or energy to this. I'm moving on for my own mental health. After you've destroyed this guy's life, you're moving on? Thanks to all those who continue to support me as I learn and grow. What are you, a baby? Thanks for supporting me as I learn and grow, Mommy. Ugh. Emperor Vulcan says, didn't Defy go broke? Who knows how these fucking companies work? They probably liquefied all their assets expecting this lawsuit. And who knows? Who knows what happened? However, it must be stated that a lying hoe lied and hoed. This apparently surprised someone. That's a good point. Brian Rex says, I got caught in my bullshit, so I'm out. Yeah, that's the translation. Good thing that's in parentheses so no one saw it. Oh, she's moving on? Well, good for her. Davis, let's stalk her. Please make a new Discord channel. Yeah. April Dawn. Sounds like a porn name, doesn't it? I don't know. You'll have to let me know. So yeah, so Nerd Reactor is the only one to report on this, and basically the only thing they've said is they've given April Dawn's Twitter response. Hardly a very good response. Nothing from Variety, nothing from the other countless articles that went ahead and called him a sex pest and a abuser of women. So this is how it goes, guys. Dan Mark says, this shit drives me crazy. Trying to ruin a man's life based on a decision you were both consenting in made it harder for real victims to come forward and be taken seriously. But now you're moving on. Oh, yeah. She's tainted the whole fucking pool. All these fucking women who do this shit. Like, let's remember, this happened to Chris Hardwick as well. Which is what, I don't know if you guys are aware, but it was like a year ago, Norm Macdonald, he got into a bit of a trouble. He had to apologize for his statements, and this came out shortly before his Netflix show was to premiere. And he said a common sense statement. He said, I think this Me Too movement has probably gone a bit too far in some cases. that this believe all women thing is going to hurt people. He's seen it happen. His buddy Chris Hardwick, he was accused. They had no proof. They had nothing except this woman's word. Turns out, absolute fabrication. But months later, he was rehired. Months later, after they fired his ass, it was fine. Nothing to see here. And as Dan Mark mentions, it's going to be much harder for women to come forward when real shit happens. Ugh, it's disgusting. Ah, makes me so mad. What is the what can you do? What is the legal recourse? Now, we talk about libel and slander, but there's got to be something more for when it goes beyond. Because there's like claims out there that just go beyond the standard. There should be something. There's like slander because like with murder, you have murder and then you have manslaughter. There should be something more than slander. When someone just destroys your reputation in a way that you'll never get it back. And fuck the media too, by the way. I know I mentioned this as well. They had their fucking hands in this, and they're not all racing to the finish line to report the facts on this. Hey, we helped destroy this person's life, but once we get an inkling of the truth, there's probably better stories out there to cover. Ugh. Klasky says Signor lost everything he built on the internet because of this. From what I've seen, he might be going for an unlawful firing case. Yeah, with Defy Media. It's bankrupt. What's he going to do about his reputation? If the media isn't there to say, hey, you know what? This guy didn't rape anybody. That story was all suspect. Oh, and by the way, we didn't have any evidence. All we had was her word on this. My bad. Our bad, guys. Sorry. We're the media. Halo Gear Creed says there was a Canadian radio host as well. The guy was into the rough stuff. One of the funny things of the case was one of the accusers trying to have sex with him again during the lawsuit. That is pretty funny. Well, there you go. Oh my God. Ike says it's hotter than a demon's ball sack here right now, and getting hotter. Okay, that counts. The fact that I read that counts as counts towards my erotica reading. Just so you know. Adrian Blom, welcome to the stream. Klosky says the media isn't going to cover it because they're all for using rape allegations to get people fired. Well, they don't want to look like shit, is my opinion. They might have to say, you know what, we didn't do any due diligence when we were reporting this. Who knows? Didn't Tobiscus deal with a fake assault claim that cost him a career a few years ago? No, I have no idea. I don't know who that is. Dan Mark says, personally, I think those who make these accusations need to be held accountable. You have to serve time for a false police report. Why not time for falsely accusing a person and causing so much damage? Yep. What time? Oh, what is the punishment for slander and libel? It's far worse than that. I'm just wondering what we're dealing with here. I don't know. We don't have to talk about this bullshit. Boils my blood, to be sure. I was talking to Leaf on Twitter. I don't mind telling you, because she was going off the handle on Twitter. Apparently, she was talking to that girl, whatever her name is, April Dawn. I saw some of her tweets. I was like, calm down, Leaf. Dear God. This is how you get flagged. Kowalski says punishment is prison. Bible Ninja says, Davis, here you go for a bit of magic. My mate's in the army. His mom's legit dogging. Oh well. Did I tell him? Do I tell him? Do I put it under his nose so he can find out? Or do I stay away? So funny, sad, and saucy. Oh. Don't tell him. Claim ignorance. Stay away from this one. It might be better that he never knows this. That's gonna be my take. If it was if it was his wife, then you might have a stronger case to come clean. But if it's his mom, I don't know. I see what you're doing, Ayek. Am I gonna bite? I'm gonna take the bait. Yeah, why not? Davis stepped into the room feeling hot and strangely aroused. There was a sensation of his hands grazing the skin under his shirt that led him to the conclusion the succubus was back. Oh my god. The succubus is back. Yeah, I was waiting for her to come back. Not enough succubus fiction out there for my taste. Behemoth666, welcome to the stream. Morning, chat. Davis and Scrattles. Women are bad. Juju man, vet the shit out of people. Okay. Colossi with some advice for Viable Ninja. Shag his mother. That's how he knows. That's how Viable Ninja knows. He's the one doing the shagging. Mom's got to get loving too. It's true. Mommy needs the good times. Is she still married? Well, I guess if she's dogging, then I guess that means that she's being unfaithful, right? I don't know. You guys take care of this one. We can discuss it. Mama needs a new pair of baby shoes. Hey, mate. Just a heads up. Before you come back from your tour of duty, you might have a little brother or little sister. How come every time I want to do a British accent, I do an Australian accent, and every time I want to do an Australian accent, I do a British one? Whatever. Kamal says, Morning, Night Beast News. How's everyone today? We're fine. We're fine. We're doing much better now. now that I'm no longer angry. Emperor Vulcan says, if there are rape cases, names should be kept quiet as to mitigate potential damages. You would think so. Who knows? Ninja says, yeah, she's married. Dogging is going to a reclusive place at night and getting a load from a load of strangers. What? What? Ugh! Ah! Ah! No, you can't tell your buddy that. Nobody gets that. No, no, nobody would take that news well. Ah! Dear Lord, people do that? I guess it's what am I, a fucking babe in the woods? Yeah, I guess people do that. Ah, how do you even know? Oh, is that where you go? You go to the local dogging bin? Ah, yeah, that's a predicament for sure. Fucking hell. All right, I guess she started it. Now we have to end it. We'll go back to Iyek's story. With added vigor, Davis peeled his clothing from his sweat-soaked body and glistened under the orange glow of a setting sun. Ready and willing, he sought the air for the demoness with unseeing eyes. It's gonna make me uncomfortable. If this turns, okay, it's fine right now. If it turns into me getting dogged in some back alley, then I might have to back out of this one. Fallible Foul, welcome to the stream. Patrick VH, welcome to you as well. He says, thanks. The last shred of my innocence is gone now. Yeah, well, you didn't deserve it. You're over here. You should have known. Ah, dogging, huh? That could be worse. She could have been out there munging it up. Or maybe she was. Who knows? And Mark says, let me change my previous statement. Mom's got to get a lot of lovin'. A lot of it. Yeah, that's exactly it. Slanging Game says, Davis, the dirty old man. When he learns a new dirty thing, it shocks him for a bit, and then he'll use it later. Yeah, it's true. Must be said. Koloski. And to the demoness, he spoke 2 words. Hello, Blossom. Yikes. My God. Dear Lord. Why? I need some backstory. I guess I got to go back to this story from Bible Ninja. How do you know that she's dogging? Is it just a rumor mill, or did you hide behind the bushes? I'm imagining oil barrels for some reason, hiding behind the oil barrels in some warehouse. Anybody else get that impression? That there are barrels around filled with oil? Bible Ninja says, don't ask me how I know. I just know. Pictures, sex name, email is the same as her other social media email. She's on a sex work app in my country. Oh, dear God. That's awkward. Ugh. Of course, now the next thing I'm going to do is look up dogging apps. All right, but we'll continue with IX fiction here. A sharp intake of breath followed the contact of sharp nails on his back. Davis contorted in mixed pleasure and discomfort at the sensation before being whipped around to discover. Please don't tell me it's a penis. Please, 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 please. Old centrist. Dude, I hate to tell you, but your mom is cheating on your dad. With who? Opens phone book. Ah. Blood Toker, welcome to the stream. Fucking lovebirds. Take it outside. Take it to the alley where the oil barrels are if you're gonna get mushy in here. We don't like sentimentality here when we're talking about dogging and succubuses. Succubi? Yeah, it's probably succubi. Yeah, good point, Slacking Games. Well, if you turn around and there's a penis, it's an incubus. Okay, fair enough. He deleted the comment. He doesn't want anybody to know. He knows too much about incubuses. Barrels are really hot when they're on fire. Yeah, that's true. Especially if you're getting reamed from behind. Well, precariously. Yeah, anyway, we don't have to talk about that. I don't want to give anything away from what's going to happen in Ix fiction of hers. Um, trying to design this hair in a way where it goes in some different directions. Sometimes we have to do that. All right, more from Ike. Let's remember what the last thing was. Davis contorted in mixed pleasure and discomfort at the sensation before being whipped around to discover his succubus friend and her sister, very naked and equally endowed with much bosom. Davis was dragged forward, face first, between their ample breasts, torn between fight and suffocation. It's a twofer. Looks like I'm getting dogged after all. It's probably not dogging when you engage in sex with two women. Probably called something else. And that something is awesome. Sorry. I don't like to talk about. This might be surprising to you. I don't like to talk about, sex and personally, my sex life or anything like that. I find it to be uncouth. But I will tell you this: never engaged in sex with multiple partners at the same time. Never did a threesome or anything like that. Always made me feel uncomfortable. I feel like every friend of mine had engaged in something like that, and I never got the impression from their stories that it was, you know, anything to be, too excited about. Just sounded really awkward to me. Yeah, but what do you do? It's always my question. What do you do? I mean, one woman is probably good enough for me. Just don't like a lot of things going on. Ike says, "LOL, I'm pretty sure if I continued, I'd get banned or something." Well, you know what? You're doing a pretty good job. Keep up with it. If you want to write that story on your own time, um, I'll take a look at it. Maybe I'll get some pointers. Whatever you're supposed to do in these situations. Adrian Blum says, so Davis was drowning in tits. Yeah, apparently. Dear God. Oh, Davis, you prude, you. Good Christian boy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it has anything to do with that, but yeah, I'm probably a prude. Should be said. Clint Eastwood, welcome to the stream. The good lad. Here to class up the stream, hopefully. Clint Eastwood's like, oh, damn, I was about to whip out my sex fictions. Now I can't do it. Oh, so Adrian Blom, by the way, you guys who didn't know, we talked about it was during that optic stream I talked about that contest that I won, that Insidious contest, and we looked at some of the artwork that people had put in there. And one of the things that was pretty striking, one of the guys named oh fuck, what's his name? James James Coffrin. He does design work and illustration. And we took a look at his work, and I really liked it. So of course, we stalked him, followed his social media, um, found him on YouTube, really tried to harass the guy as much as possible. But nobody was good enough, as good as Adrian Blom, who did alert me yesterday at the end of the Kumite that he had a stream going on. Excuse me. And I'm glad he did, because I went over there to check it out. And when I got there, they were talking about horror movies, or specifically Friday the 13th. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Just a few illustrators. Not a big stream, by the way, but 8 people on there. And so, yeah, they were talking about horror movies. I thought, oh, okay, this is really cool. So I, went to the chat and I asked them about, if they do art streams or anything like that. And so apparently what they do every second Tuesday is he and his friends, excuse me one second, let me take a drink. He and his friends, what they'll do is they'll redesign uh, movie monsters. For example, this week they all like redesigned Jason Voorhees, and it was really cool. It's a novel idea. I like it. I liked it from the onset, and moreover, a great deal of them were very talented. Obviously, James Coffin being a very talented one for sure. But yeah, they all had such great ideas. There's a girl on there. She did a take of Jason Voorhees, or he has, I don't know. You'd have to see it. It was really cool. So yeah, I was able to get in touch with James after the show and showed him some of my work, and we talked a bit. And so yeah, he's more than happy to have me on the show. Um, Not next week, but the week after that. So yeah, big thanks to Adrian Blom for looking out there. So I think it'll be a fun time. Next, for the next show, they're going to be tackling the Jeepers Creepers monster. Of course, I've seen. I like that film a bit. Haven't seen it in a long time, so I'll have to rewatch that particular movie. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun to try to redesign something and put it out there and get it critiqued and shoot the shit with those guys. Because they seem like pretty affable people, kind people. Viable Ninja says threesomes are overrated unless you're paying for it. You'll always feel awkward for the one you concentrate on least, if you will. Yeah. Yeah, that would be one of my concerns. Tell you, the last person I talked to it about, he said it was with his girlfriend. So, yeah, she would get jealous if he was spending too much time on the other girl. And then he said that he was felt like he had nothing to do because the two girls were going at it more than they were spending any time with him. So it was weird. Anyway, Hayek says if you have a threesome, you get two girls that are into each other. They entertain themselves, so you don't have to worry about ignoring one or the other. Oh, well, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. I guess that's fine. I mean, I guess that'll work. Adrian Blom says they have talent. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Glasky says Jeepers Creepers 2 and 3 suck. I can't even remember what happens in part 2. I have no idea if I've seen part 3. So you're probably right. Probably do suck. I remember, of course, liking the truck quite a bit. I wish I had a truck like the Jeepers Creepers guy. And then when I was thinking about it, I was like, why the fuck does he have a truck? Isn't he a fucking monster? It's just a ridiculous idea. This fucking monster man driving around in a truck. It's so fucking bizarre. Ugh, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, by the way. That's obviously I need to watch the movie, get reacclimated to the prompt. I don't know if I want to take it seriously or not. I says, Davis, you going to give her light in her eyes so she doesn't look like a zombie? Yep. Klosky also likes the creeper van. Yep. Monsters need wheels too, says Ike. It's true. What am I talking about? Nukamal says, you gonna invite your buddy Optic to this stream? Ah, I don't think he'll come up. Gotta get them eyeballs, yo. Gotta get them eyeballs. Why is this not working? What's the problem here? Do I have the right brush? Seems like it's fine, right? What the fuck is going on? Okay, it's working. This guy doesn't even know how to Photoshop. Yeah, I guess it was too subtle. All right, whatever. Just do what Optic would do. Tweet about it passive-aggressively, pout for weeks, then ultimately claim that someone is trying to ruin you by giving you an opportunity. Guys, I have 2 weeks. I have 2 weeks to impress some new friends. People that actually work in the industry. What do you think I'm going to do? Option A, take it seriously, work on something, and try to engage with people in my field. Or put it off and then blame people later. Right brush, wrong stroke. Nah, man. Halo Gear Creed says there's a YouTube channel that has a series where all popular fiction are in one universe. It started off as a movie monster fight fest. Oh, really? Sounds bizarre. Gumal says, oh, sorry, it's a reimagining, not a superimposition. Or it is, as it is colloquially known, tracing. All right, let's move on. Just circling the same shit we've already been doing. Satellite says, I think putting it off would be a bad idea. All right, noted. I'm going to write down Satellite's name so I can block him on Twitter for trying to. Why are you trying to go after my business? Fucking Satellite. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. Guess it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Son of a bitch. Never going to impress my new friends doing this kind of rookie mistake. Censor says, "Wow, that's not very long. You better find the movie cover, crop out part of it, then change a third of the clothing and sign it." This is good. This is a good plan. I'm sure nothing can go wrong. I wonder if Artgerm has done any Jeepers Creepers drawings. I'm sure they don't know anything about it. I did it again. I did it again. After I drew on the wrong layer, I went ahead and did it again. Because I'm a retard. You guys know this about me, right? That I'm retarded? Fucking bullying myself. Clint Eastwood says it's weird how all those people popped up at the same time and now seem to have gone back to their nest. Yeah, it is weird how that happened. They were more than happy to talk a little shit. But when it came time, everybody decided to move on. And remember, this is a very important part about all this. Remember, this whole time that this shit was going on, not one person came to the stream. Not one person. Unless you count the mask guy. The mask guy did, I guess. But I don't know if he was a combatant in all this or not. Whatever. Dad Mark says procrastination is like masturbation. It's fun at first, but in the end, you realize you just fucked yourself. Wow. Well said. Yeah, I don't know how much time I'm going to need to do this, but maybe next week we'll just do Jeepers Creepers in preparation for that stream. I don't know if it would be. You tell me if you're interested in that. I'll have to track down the movie and see if we got any ideas. I won't mind you fellas for ideas. I've got a few just on the tip of my brain, but I'll feel better about them after I watch the film again. Trucknut says, "It's over. You are exposed. Might as well change the channel name to Wrong Layer Beast." Oh my God. It is true. Oh, Mask Isisberg? Yeah, I don't know too much about him. Obviously, I thought it was bizarre that he spent so much time on that Christian bullshit. But whatever. At least he stopped by. Trek nuts. No one wants to talk to a stalker that runs a doxing server. Imagine my shock. See, I wasn't around during the time of the Kraut doxing server. Did he ever do that? Did he ever talk to people? I know we talked about it on the Kumite yesterday, but did he ever like start a stream and say, "Hey, anybody want to talk about what's going on here?" Phone lines are open. Did that ever happen? I think he would have been smart to do so. Like one of the things we were talking about yesterday was the avenues that Kraut had to tell his side of the story. But I don't know the time period. I don't know if he was getting flagged off of YouTube or anything like that. I don't know. Clint Eastwood says Sparky and Rackus News came from that area, and look how that turned out. This is true. Kala, welcome to the stream. Threw a silver star at you. She's got fucking lion reflexes. She says, at least Bubba stops by, but only to threaten me with ass rape. Let me read you. I think it's fine if I read you some DMs I got from Bubba, if I can indulge you. This is probably like, I don't know, Ayek might like this. It's basically erotic fiction. He says, you know what I'm here for. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. Dear God. This guy is really, my God. I asked him for a third option. He says, is there a third option? You toy with me, Davis. Or should I say, ass Davis. This is actually how he responds. Dear God. I didn't do what another doxer did, therefore I'm not a doxer. You learn from Kraut's mistake about how to respond when busted. It's true. It's true. F for Davis's colon. I don't even want to think about it. To be completely honest with you. One of these days I'm going to install my blackout curtains. It's going to make things a lot easier for me, I think. This fucking glare is driving me crazy. Oops. The easy way, the hard way, or the sexy way? I don't like it. How's this work? All function should have blackout curtains. How behind are you? Yeah, well, you know how it goes. One cannot be a master at all things. Barely enough time in life to be to be proficient in really only a few things. It's probably not true, actually. Plenty of polymaths out there. Gonna darken this up a bit. I'm expecting to do some dramatic secondary lighting coming from this side, I think. Can there be a forehead ending for the horror? Like Blossom cradles you and then thwack crushes your skull with her forehead? I just want to make this very fucking clear. This is not Blossom. Blossom will not be in this game. I only did that one commission. Well, okay, I did two. But why did you give Blossom blonde hair? Blossom DLC confirmed. This is what happens. This is this. This is how it happens. Hmm. So what you're saying is this game is all about Blossom? Interesting. Hmm. The real question is, will there be a dogging DLC? God, I didn't even think about dogging. Ugh, that's vile. Um, hmm. I can't think of anything more horrific than that. I don't mind telling you guys some of the fucking thought process that I've been going through as far as this is concerned. I try to think of two things. What will advance the narrative into a satisfactory level? And on the opposite side, there's the devil on my shoulder saying, "Yeah, but what would you do if you were a disgusting, vile human being?" Jasmine, welcome to the stream. It's been a long time. Jasmine is one of our good buddies. Been a long time watcher of the Night Beast. Jazzy Jazz Jasmine. Metal Gear Survive crossover dildo headed zombies in your game. Ugh. I should put a filter on the game that makes everything look muddy and drab with no contrast at all. Ugh, that game. What would Jesus do? Jesus would never design a video game, that's for sure. Yeah, maybe he would. Or maybe he would just stick to designing operating systems. Seems to be where the money's at. Anyway, all right, let's continue laying in some shade. I like to lay in a little shade every now and again. Make sure I get this right. Red Feather, welcome to the stream. Needs more menu. I don't know how much you guys pay attention to video game documentaries and stuff, but for as much as I don't care about video games, I actually love to watch video game documentaries. Something about the creative process in all things just really gets me. There's a channel called No Clip. Are you guys familiar with it? And they do in-depth documentaries on video games. But one of the thanks, Altcentrist. I saw that thing you posted on the Discord. It's pretty good. Let me post it up there. This is apparently me designing the video game. It's the NSA and the FBI. If you can't tell what's going on in that final strip there. What was I talking about? Okay, yeah. So Final Fantasy, one of the Final Fantasy games, they suffered from a menu problem, which you don't even think about. Or maybe it was one of the Bethesda games. They had a really complicated menu, so they brought in somebody from that worked at Square Enix or something, who was really good at, like, his whole thing was designing menus to make them user friendly and easy to use. And you don't think about something like that, like the hierarchical structure of menus. I thought that stuff was really cool. So yeah, I do tend to whenever I'm watching gaming streams or something, I always take a look at that stuff and try to think about what we can, what I can try to do, for this game. Even specifically something like The Sims. I'll look at like the dialogue structures and what it offers what it offers the player. So we'll see what happens with that. Jasmine says, "Yep, very long time I was focusing on school and work, and now I graduated and abandoned my job." Hey, um, okay, I was gonna say when I heard graduated, I was gonna say congratulations, and now you've abandoned your job, so now I don't know what to say. Congratulations, and you know, I hope that was a good decision, I guess. From what I understand, you had a pretty good job, right? But it's good to see you, though. Yeah, it's been a long time. A UX or a UI designer is the correct term? Oh, okay. Yeah, I never even fucking considered something like that. But something like a menu can just break your attention span. It's this video game, so I got to make sure I'm now. Nothing that I'm doing is going to be that complicated, but certainly if I fuck it up, that's going to be a problem. HR Bluff says, Davis, I still remember DOS gaming. Oh yeah. Don't tell me. I remember Commodore gaming. Yeah, Tonka had issues beating the menu boss yesterday. I wouldn't even begin to know or begin to have an idea how you would solve a problem with like they had with the Metal Gear Survive. I don't even rightly know what the issue was, but it's a good thing I don't have to do it. Fakala says, if you fuck it up, I will unsub. Well, where are you going to get your silver stars then, Vakala? Don't threaten me. I know what you want. You think any other stream is going to give you silver stars every time you show up? Yeah. Blood Toker says that game last night was fucking bullshit. That should not exist. The fact that there were more people watching the stream than concurrent players online across the globe. Chuck Nuts pointed that out last night. That speaks volumes. SMG, welcome to the stream. He says, that's a nice dress you've drawn. Any chance that there can be a flower drawn in her hair? No chance at all. It's a fine idea, but there's no way I'm drawing a flower in every iteration of this character. Bad enough I have to do like 7 outfits each time I do this picture. Smile says, I'm late, but star please? Fuck off. Fucking give you a star. It'll be a lead star. Coming at your face. Oh, you dodged it. Amazing. Good reflex smile. All right. Her flower is hidden under her dress, says Clint Eastwood. Yeah, it is. Jasmine says, oh, yes, but I got hired at a school district after all these years of studying. My ass better get to work and use the knowledge. Well, that's great. Great to hear. You going to be helping out the Ute of America? Sounds good. I wish all the best for you. Draw a girl in a traditional Mexican celebration dress and make sure she's blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl to make people mad. Oh man. They would fucking crucify me in the streets. I happen to have a lot of friends who are who who do not get happy about that sort of thing. Jasmine says, "Yep, I'm gonna fuck him up more." There you go. There you go, kiddo. That's the idea. Um, is there any iteration where this dress is not going to be torn? I don't think so. I can't see a circumstance in this game where this dress won't be just a little bit scuffed up. It's just the way I am, guys. I've been watching a lot of 80s anime lately. Netflix sucks. Sucks now. Oh, okay. It was anime in the 80s? What the fuck? I thought it was Fresh Cancer. 80s anime. Blech. Even that Evangelion that everyone praises, I can't even look at it. Funny thing is, some parts of Mexico have blonde-haired, blue-eyed, light-skinned people. You're absolutely right. The boxer Camelot Alvarez is a Mexican ginger. So is Louis C.K. It happens. Been to a few places in Mexico myself. Can attest to this. I was in Monterey. This was a long time ago, maybe about 25 years ago, for a Keith Haring retrospective. Fucking eye-opening. Alt Centrist, is Davis roughing up Blossom now? Where's the Me Too people? They're waiting. They can't stick their heads out right now. This is the whole Andy Signor thing. Adrian Blom says, Davis, I have seen ginger colored people. My God. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you. It's a wild and wacky world, I guess. All right, let's back up. Sissy says Mitt Romney was a Mexican. Sort of. The deepest lore. Sort of a Mexican. We didn't talk much about the Democratic debates. Maybe we shouldn't. Dear God. No, I just thinking about Beto O'Rourke clumsily trying to speak Spanish. Seems like a winning strategy, right? Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man doesn't count. The ginger black man. Oh my god. This is a weird take. From SMG, I expect nothing less from SMG. Let's see what he says. I love watching everyone jump on the bandwagons. They hate Alinity now, and now they stand with Vic and that Andy guy. Soon they will defend pedophilia when it means they can make trauma shekels from it. Ooh. Yikes. Maybe we won't comment on that one. Because he says something interesting. He says, I want Mama Tulsi to win. Tulsi Gabbard. I think Tulsi Gabbard, if a Democrat is going to win, I want it to be her, for sure. I like the cut of her jib. I think she is more or less sensible. I'd be hard pressed to find something that I don't like about her. SMG says Tulsi won't win because we want her to win. Well, she won't win because it's already been decided. If you don't think it hasn't been decided by the upper echelons. I don't know. You tell me, is it Elizabeth Warren or Joe Biden? I think it's Joe Biden. And I think a running mate is going to be Elizabeth Warren. Crucial Bunny says it's strange how Obama hasn't endorsed Biden yet. Not really. Too early in the game. That'll happen later. If he does it now, it takes there's no bump. You can't get a bump from it. Hey man, nice shot. Welcome to the stream. SMG says Tulsi is the only one who has served in the military, and she has a decent enough campaign. People love her, so the establishment hates her. She's too moderate, and if we know anything about the Democrats right now, is that they will eat their own feces before they do anything in moderation. Yep, Blood Toker's with me. She says Biden 99%. That's where I'm at with it. Kamala Harris, you racist. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it might be Kamala Harris's running mate. That's a fine observation. She definitely ticks a lot of boxes. Adrian Blom says, I would smash Tulsi. Oh, not disrespectful. Yep, Red Feather also agrees Biden and Kamala. Yep, it's pretty good. SMG says, I would respect Tulsi and hold a door open for her. Pretty good. Sisu says, Warren is a losing ticket, and that's coming from someone who has voted Democrat most of their life. Really, the only winning ticket the Democrats have would be Tulsi Gabbard, in my opinion. I don't think Biden with anybody is going to stand a chance against Trump. Barring some dramatic change in the economy, which might happen. But really, the economy is the biggest factor. SMG says, I can't wait for the first tranny president. You think Michelle Obama is going to run? And that was the end of the show, folks. It's been fun. Glad we were able to entertain you for as long as we have. But it's time for me to get in my car and for it to explode. So, guys, take it easy. No, we'll continue with the show, guys. First tranny president will be an intense 48 years. Red Feather's making my joke. All right. We done it. Trucknut says, I'm voting Tonka 2020. I enjoy blaming him for every internet problem. I assume it'll translate to IRL. Probably. Oh, no, no, don't paint me with that brush, SMG. I don't know anything about the Clintons. And as far as I know, the Clintons are fantastic people. Ugh. I got invited to a Hillary Clinton fundraising dinner when I was in New York. Couldn't afford the plate. Must be said. The couple that invited me had bought a painting from me. I painted their townhouse. Should say I painted a picture of their townhouse, just to be clear. For those of you who don't know that I paint pictures. Crucial Bunny says Warren is a liar. Harris was an overzealous prosecutor. Biden is creepy. None of them really stand a chance, especially with the Gang of Four being the face of the Democratic Party. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's a fine point. Fucking blood toger has no respect for her own country. I don't want to lead Canada, she says. We should be milked for resources and discarded. Fucking hell. I'm telling Canada on you. Sister says, I hate how no one actually takes the deficit seriously on either side. They're raising the debt limit sooner than expected because the tax cuts put us deeper in the red. Yikes. No, you're absolutely right. You got to take care of that shit. Nobody wants to make the hard choices. But maybe if we give every American citizen $1,000 a month, it'll all work out. Maybe that's the answer to our problems. Oh. No vote for Kanye West. Sorry to say, no vote. Mike, welcome to the stream. How you doing, man? Kolofsky says, I guess I need to go to Canada and lead it properly. Back into the empire it goes. Oh well. It was good while it lasted. Alright, let's make a torn dress here. Yeah, plenty of real estate to work on. Let's increase the flow here. Mike says, LOL, SMG hasn't died from diabetes yet. Oh my god. SMG, you're not a fat man. I haven't seen that much of you, but you're not a big guy, which is probably a little strange for you being a Mexican and all. Shrek nuts. Ooh, I see how you work now. Would you be willing, instead of tattooing my ball sack, to do a painting of it? I'm not painting your balls. Stop it, Sisu. Stop. You're not helping me here. Red Feather, no, you're not helping either. Stop this. Dear God. People are fucking maniacs. This is why I'm seeking out other streams. I want to hang out with cool illustrators, not people who force me to paint ball sacks. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone, folks. Canada had a good 40 years of sovereignty. Yeah, look what they did with it. They need to be ruled. But not by the Empire. That would just be worse, in my opinion. Alt-centrist SMG getting swole to dig the best ditches. Oh my gosh. You guys are nuts. You're fucking nuts. Morning Decay has 24 viewers, says Blood Toker. Is that an all-time record? No. No, back in the day, Kumite, or I mean, the Morning Decay, they pulled pretty good numbers, I guess. What 70, 60? You guys have to tell me. See, the Morning Decay benefited a great deal from the Kumite at its height, and so they were definitely in a position to do some great things. Not exactly sure what happened. I think we know what happened. Sisu says, I've seen Morning Decay over 100 a handful of times. Well, there you go. Hey man, nice shot. Says it was consistently 40 to 50 for a while. Yep, nothing wrong with that. Obviously, it's people are fickle. They'll move on, find something else to do. And it's perfectly fine. Adrian Blum says, Davis, even the Cunt stream did well. That I don't believe. I find it very hard to believe that anybody could stand to watch Schmeckle. Probably the most abrasive sounding person on the platform. Like, I'm still subscribed to that channel for whatever reason. So I'll see them live and they'll have a topic that I might be passingly interested in. And I'll click on it, and then Schmeckel will talk for a few seconds. And then every fiber of my being will die. It's just what happens. Red Feather says maybe all the restraining orders from those people stalking Allie brought the numbers down. That's probably what it is. Altcentra says it's kind of funny that both shows got the Kumite audience, and Optic was doing streams for 40 when Kumite was averaging 2,000. And Davis has 40 when the Kumite does 125. Yeah, I got the loyal ones. Hey, are there big streams out there anymore that I can hop on and steal some cool people from? I don't know where the cool people are. You'll have to let me know. I came to a conclusion not too long ago. I don't know if I talked about it, but as far as shilling the stream goes, I used to be more or less against it because I don't want it to get too big and unmanageable. But I don't know. I think the opposite perspective is interesting one. I think I probably owe it to you guys to find cool people to come around here. I should probably do my due diligence just to get some new voices in the chat. I think more or less when people come here, they know what we do and what they're in for. I think we got a good mixture of people. Gabriel Sonny says Schmeckel is one of the most annoying people that has ever lived. He's up there for sure. Oh, is that what Medicare does? He does a Monday, Wednesday, Friday stream on DLive? I had no idea. Kamal says, sorry, Davis, those people left YouTube. Yeah, it's probably true. Oh, I had no idea. Blood Hooker says JFs can still pull 1K to 1.5K people per stream. That's interesting. Everybody's like, Davis is trying to get rid of us. That says TLDR, Davis is tired of us, chat. Let's show him how good he really has it. There it is. Trent Eastwood says, Davis, join Tommy C's Discord. Show your stream there. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I'm in his Discord. Maybe I'll do that. Get a drink real quick. the incredible salt mine with bearing, dankula, and quartering brings people to? Hmm. Yeah, that'd be interesting to check out. Bobby Eaton's magnificent mullet says Nick Rakita had nearly 10K last night. God knows why. Well, I'll tell you, I'm not too interested in some of the stuff he covers, but I think uh, I think being focused on one subject as much as he is a great thing. And as much as he's called a fake lawyer by our friend Taka, I don't think he's anything like that. I think he provides a pretty good perspective most of the time. Obviously, I've had my own issue with him in the past, but more than that, it's just I think he's fine. He does fine, a fine job. Start some drama, guys. SMG says, Davis, what's your honest opinion on the whole Comicsgate thing? I don't understand Comicsgate. I haven't looked too deeply into it. I don't know what the gate is. Is it just SJW's ruining comics? Is that the general lay of the land, or is there more specifics to it? Now, obviously, that's something you probably can't write in the chat or talk about like the nuance involved in the chat. That would be very difficult to do. But if anybody could point me to a primer, like some primer video on what is Comicsgate and why should I care? If anybody's made a video like that, yeah, I'd love to check it out. Sugar Tits is pregnant. Oh, congratulations to them. Did I ever tell you about the time that I redesigned Bearing's bear avatar? I think I mentioned it in passing one time. He was pretty happy about it. Made a video about it too. Yeah, if SMG, if you want to stop by and give us the lay of the land, just hop into the Sally house. Oh, thank you, Blood Toker. Blood Toker linked me to a video, uh, the story of Comicsgate. All right, I'll check that out. That might be fine. Did you Photoshop a scar into it? Yeah. Let's see if the video is still there. It was a long time ago. Yeah, what had happened? See, I used to watch Bearing back in the day, and I saw what was going to happen coming a mile away. A lot of people did. He was using that cartoon avatar from Total Drama Island, and like he later claimed that he changed it enough to be fair use, and it was obviously not fair use. He had the wrong end of the stick on that one. But So yeah, he got a copyright strike on it on his channel because of using that bear, and I think that happened in October. But previously in the summer of that year, whatever it was, I saw it coming down the line, so I started working on a new bear for him. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, God, you know how presumptuous it is to design a bear and then hand it over to him. Like, what kind of asshole would I be to do that? And so I stopped the project. I was like, okay, fine, and I'm not going to do it. But when his channel finally went down because of it, oh, this is it? Oh, no, it's not. So I went back to the project and I sent him what I had worked on. Now it wasn't a final product or anything. It was just something that I had on me because I knew he needed something. God damn, this is gonna take forever to find. And they're gonna get copyright stricken for playing this, right? Uncle Ruckus is live. Oh my gosh. Go see it. I don't know who that is. Man, he's got a lot of videos. Now, I wasn't happy with how this bear turned out, and I wanted to do a second pass. And we had talked about it in private about and we were more or less, I was going to go ahead and redesign it and everything.
Funny little world and my mixed up brain, drinking too much biscuit with days.
This is the avatar he was using when he came back. I was like, oh God. That's when I knew it was bad. I was like, oh my God, I gotta do something. Gotta send him something. So I sent him this. And it was mixed. Some people liked it, some people absolutely hated it. I was more or less in the camp
You
that
wouldn't believe what I got today. So
But I was more or less in the camp that, I thought it was a little too storybooky. And so I did redesign it to look like an actual bear, more like a bear. But by that time, he'd already moved on. Like the next day. And he never even got back with me. Like we had plans to move forward with it. And I had all sorts. You're going to see through this video that I had a lot of things that I wanted to do with it. He never even got back with me to tell me he was going in a different direction, which is fine. That's called a Hollywood no. So I don't expect anything from him. But yeah, this is my version of bearing. No burying here. I'm not bearing here. It's fine.
I was sitting there after dinner thinking about making a video about some cunt when I got this email that had all these files attached. So without even clicking that little scan file for viruses button, because that's just how fucking metal I am, I just started clicking files randomly. When I got tired of doing that, I noticed that all these files were pictures of a bear in various dashing positions. Fucking hell, this guy had made me a fully customizable set of bearing poses that look absolutely amazing. And there's so much more attention to detail than the trusty old happy, angry, laughing, surprised, impatient system I've always used. Like, I could do a slightly annoyed pose, or I could be pissed off, or fucking pissed off. Or I could do that don't really like ya, don't really want to talk to ya, get away from me pose. Oh, he even did drawings of sugar tits. Not bad at all. Yeah, keep like staring at my girlfriend. I don't mind, it's cool. Stop staring at my girlfriend, cunt.
But yeah, it's fun. Like I said, it was just in an effort to get him out of some trouble. But ultimately, I think the bear that he went with is a fine choice. And it worked out well for him because everybody liked the new bear. Mine was probably a little more controversial. Definitely, if you look at the comments, people loved it or hated it. I got a lot of comments that said it was too uncanny valley. Uncanny valley. I never knew what that meant. I don't think people know what that term even means. But yeah, my second pass, it was a much bigger, uh, tougher, angrier bear. But whatever. Unsubbing bearing as you requested, Davis. Has the wolf been tearing at the bottom of her dress? I think it's just general running through the forest. Bastard B says the cartoon he's using fits his style better. I agree. Moreover, it's something that he can uh, make more customizable himself. That was the other problem that I was going to face. That's why I provided so many different options for him because I felt like that was going to be an issue. But yeah, he's a real nice guy, and I will say that um, he offered to buy all the rights off like upfront for a good chunk of money. So yeah, he's pretty professional about that. Not a bad. I don't have anything bad to say about him at all. Yeah, Sisu. Sisu says most people don't. Uncanny Valley is specific to the idea of making humanoid-looking stuff that's close, but not quite. It's still spooky. Applies to video games and sex robots. Yeah. Should be some brown and green marks then? I don't know. We'll get to that if we need to do that later. Is she standing or running? No, she's just standing there. Standing in shock or just looking around, not knowing where she's going. There might be a running pose later on, I think. That's it, Red Feather. Red Feather says Davis is going to have Fisty and Kevin Logan on to talk about how much of a piece of shit Bearing is. It's coming. I'm going to bury this guy for trying to go after my business. Ike says I was outside for all of 20 minutes getting strawberries from my greenhouse for my trifle, and I feel like a leg of lamb right out of the oven. Gosh. Ike has a greenhouse. That's my takeaway there. Alexandra says, that's the most British shit I've ever read. Dear God, Ike. Still waiting to get eaten out. Dear God. Standing, waiting to get eaten out. No. Maybe Ike has read my notes. I don't know. Maybe it says morning beast, more like the morning graveyard with all this burying from Davis. Nobody gets off, except maybe Ike. Fuck Bering. Let's go, Scrattles. Got anything bad to say about Bering, Scrattles? What the fuck are you? Oh man, she is so deep in the hamper right now. Kind of worried about her. Fucking loves dirty clothes. Red Feather. At least Bering didn't steal your talent. Yet. We'll see. We'll see. What the fuck? Ike is now referring to herself in the third person. Ike says, Ike built a 12 by 12 foot greenhouse. She goes on to say, I'm thirsty. You know this about me, Davis. And finally concludes, dog's got a kink for dirty clothes. How Japanese. Getting weird, Ike. I'm going to tell you right now. You're approaching weird territory. It's fine, though. As long as you don't ask to adopt me, then we're going to be fine. We're going to get along famously. Deep in the hamper, is that an innuendo? No, it's a real hamper. Clothes hamper. Scrattles likes to sleep in it. Don't take anything more from that than you need to. It's 38 degrees Celsius. Of course I'm weird right now. Yeah, it's getting weird. Why would I adopt you when I could do more entertaining things to you, Davis? It's between you and Bubba. I'm not getting out of this. It's going to be bad times for Davis, I'm sure. Probably come down over here. Now that I think about it. Bubba is oddly what I call my dog when she's being a good girl. Bubba is what I tell the cops to look out for. I have his picture posted in my local precinct. Be on the lookout for this guy. If you see him in my neighborhood, stop him. Do something. I don't want to get raped. It's just one of my pet peeves. There really should be red feather. I was thinking about that too. Davis, they're going to be strings hanging off the bottom of that dress. It should be more stringy since it's, I mean, the idea is it's been caught by branches and shit like that. It probably would serve me good to take a look at torn fabrics to get a better idea of how these things would really be represented in real life. Not the first time that I've drawn torn fabrics, though, especially in relation to women wearing them. Not my first rodeo on that score. Also, should be said, not the first time I've ripped a few clothes. Anyway, we'll move on. If he's in your neighborhood, Davis, it's already too late. It's true. Smile says, but Davis, at least you'll be in a fungin that isn't yours. That's true. I'll be touring the dungeons of the Great Dungeon Tour of 2019. I call my kids Bub or Bubba. I like to pretend I'm a tall Wolverine. You want Lucky Charms or Cheerios, Bub? Kids are probably older than that, from what I remember. Try to get all my lore together so I don't automatically assume that you're from the Philippines. I know people hate that. Hayek says, Ninja, I'm too much of a lady. That's why I'm thirsty and not a whore. But speaking of dogging, I lived at a house with a dogging site outside every second Tuesday night. Oh, God damn. What the fuck is going on in your country? God, is there zoning laws about dogging? Now, this can be a sanctioned dogging site. This one's too close to a school zone. You fucking Brits and your dogging. Get it under control, people. What do we call dogging here? Oh, gangbangs. I guess dogging is better than gangbangs. It doesn't sound very classy, but if you juxtapose it next to gangbang, it sounds prim and proper. You going out for a bit of dogging? Hey there, lass. You want to go for a bit of dogging with me and my mates? Hey there, little lady. You want to go back with some of my pals for a gangbang? Yeah, it's not going to work. Dogging is much better. All right, I've come around. I've come around, guys. I started this stream horrified at the aspect of dogging, but now I'm on board. Oh, shit. This is what happens. This is how deviancy gets normalized. With fun terms like dogging. Ike says the UK is down for almost anything, just nothing that hurts dogs because we love our dogs. Well, yeah, that's the way. Ike says gangbangs are inside. Wait, there isn't. Okay, so, okay, in the UK there are gangbangs, but dogging happens outside. And okay, what the fuck is that? Craniuswood says, Davis, you would like cottaging. What is cottaging? Oh, fuck. Ike says something called pub shagging. I assume that's when you fuck inside a pub. I think that's probably self-explanatory. Oh yeah, we never let Slacking Game says I leave for a half an hour and now dogging is back. Oh, we were never gonna leave dogging. Alt censors, I've come back around. Davis in a diatribe about gang banging. DPTK says 9 out of 10 people enjoy gang rape. 10 out of 10 if she has AIDS. Dear God, they're horrible people. Oh, I never came around to munging. Don't put. All right, Crenniswood has helped us out with cottaging. Cottaging is a gay slang term originating from the UK, referring to anonymous sex between men in a public lavatory, aka cottage or tea room, or cruising for sexual partners with the intentions of having sex elsewhere. The term has its roots in self-contained English toilet blocks resembling small cottages in their appearance. All right. Okay then. All right. So yeah, cottaging. Now we know what cottaging is. I got to read this for Sisu's comment later. Ike says dogging is outside and gangbangs are inside. Sisu says it's good to get fresh air. It's true. Blood Toker says fucking mosquitoes. The worst thing about a dogging is the fucking mosquitoes. It's the elements that'll kill you. Oh God. A little more backstory. Viable Ninja says that dogging is in woods or car parks, secluded places where you aren't going to get rumbled when romping. You don't want to get rumbled while you're romping, folks. Keep your dogging in secluded areas. That's a little advice from Viable Ninja. Oof, wow. Anything about oil barrels? I didn't hear much about oil barrels. I think that should be involved in the dogging in some way. I don't know why. Ike says go on a pub crawl where you go from pub to pub on a route and try to shag someone at every pub. Pub shagging. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't realize it was that involved. Now obviously, this probably happens in the laboratory, as you guys call it. You know how pissed I would be if I needed to use the facilities and someone was shagging it up in there? Never had that circumstance myself. But yeah, that would drive me crazy. I'm with you, Red Feather. Red Feather says, I've apparently lived a sheltered life. Crinius says the Brits are the dirtiest of dogs. It's true. Blood toker adds to it. A bunch of rapscallions, if you will. It's true, they are. The number one rapscallions. Bobby Eaton says there are documentaries about this shit. The Dockers. No. I read too far into this. Okay, Bobby Eaton's magnificent mullet says there are documentaries about this shit. The Doggers protected their anonymity by wearing Wicker Man style masks. You gotta be kidding me. Oh Lord. Can you imagine running into that? God, you think you would be witnessing some sort of cult thing, wouldn't you? I mean, that does make it better. I mean, I like, God damn. Clint Eastwood says, don't forget that dogging doesn't always include having sex. Some people go there just to watch. I bet. I fucking bet. Fuck, I would do that. Just for the bizarre quality of it all. Just for the surreality. People in fucking wicker masks, Wicker Man style masks, having, oh man, dirty, disgusting sex in a secluded area? Do they have flashlights? How do they light it? They just use the moonlight? Do they set fire to the oil barrels? It's got to be oil barrels. Ike says we have culture here. Lots and lots of dirty culture. You know, you think the Brits are so prim and proper. I guess, some people tend to think so, but no, they're just as fucking deviant as anybody else, aren't they? Oh no. Bible Ninja says, oh God, Davis, if you're ever in England, let me know. You won't leave without an STD from an English rose and a decent curry and a cup of tea. I might hold off on the STD. Ah, man. The English rose, though. Oof. I've certainly, man, there's some fucking beautiful women. And I fucking love that accent, of course. I don't know, I might take you up on that one. I was about a hair's away from going to London with a buddy of mine. Just couldn't make it work. Had too much work to do. But now that I know that there's dogging going on, try to keep me away. Dear God. Truck nuts. Wonder if one guy fucked up and got a John Wick mask instead of a Wicker Man. Oh. That can't be real. That can't be real. Tell me that's a joke. Clint Eastwood says, that's how it's got its name. Dog walkers watching amorous couples having sexy time. Tell me that's a joke. Oh. Bible Ninja says the masks is optional. Not often at all. It's just about shagging your mate's wife and lubing it up for the next fella. Oh God, so gross. It happens in every green space. It happens where you live or around the corner. Is it prevalent? Dear God. Alt Centrist says maybe they use glow in the dark paint. Oh, I hope it's non-toxic. Or dear God. Bobby Eaton says it's the rabbit hole of rabbit holes. In fact, the dogger terminology for a female. In fact, the dogger terminology for a female's dogger's yearning vagina. What? Smile says, Davis, what do you mean you had work to do? I thought you were begging for commissions and all that. Yeah, I was probably working on a few commissions. That's exactly what happened. Oh, man, I would have loved to paint London. The real trip was going to go to Europe and paint some of the things in France and shit like that, but just never got off the ground. Bobby Eaton's magnificent mullet says every town has a couple of dogging sites. Yes. Ah. Oh my God. What's this? Altcentrus has linked me to a video. It's a Channel 4 documentary called Dogging Tales. Many people have heard of dogging, but very few know what goes on in this secretive world. This intimate and compelling true stories film provides an insight into why men and women engage in or watch sexual activity in front of strangers in public areas under the cover of darkness. Well, I know what I'm going to be watching later. I will make sure. Hold on, guys. Let me make sure that you get the link as well. Got a feeling there's a few people who want to see this. Ugh, what is this site? It's not going to install. Do I have to do this on my Brave browser? Anyway, if you guys want to check out that site and look at it. Ike says, I got to be right back again. She's going to go out dogging, guys. She's talked about it too much. She's got to go around the corner and get reamed by a couple fellas down the way. Red Feather says, I've never heard of it. I always learn some fucked up shit on the internet. Yeah, me either. Me either. Fucking live a good life. A good Christian life for at least a good portion of your life. Good portion of the time you spent on Earth. And then you try to do an art stream. And then you hear about munging and dogging. It's no good. Bible Ninja says Paris was the jewel in Europe's crown. Without a doubt, it's the prettiest place. London is the best place, but Austria, Vienna, or some places in the old Eastern Bloc would likely be for you. I definitely wanted to go, and I'll still do this regardless. Eventually, is get um, to the Netherlands and go on to stomping grounds of the old masters and whatnot. Obviously, want to go to Spain as well. Lots of great stuff there. Trucknut says, Davis is grody. Thank God Scrattles is in the hamper and doesn't have to listen to this filth. It's true. She knew what was going on. She's abandoned this stream. A long time ago, she knew. It's so offensive that they call it dogging, too. But if Clint Eastwood is to be believed, I guess it makes sense. You're not going to believe what I saw. What'd you see? There's these fucking guys out there in the woods over there. I was walking my dog Spot, and I'll go out into the clearing, and there are about 6 or 7 guys reaming some young girl. Fucking spectacular. What, you mean like a gangbang? Like a gangbang? Nah, it's outdoors. Well, what the fuck you gonna call it? Well, it's group sex. Group sex is fine. No, it's gotta have a better name than that, chap. All right. Well, I suppose I'm walking my dog and I run into this. I might as well call it dogging, right? Dogging is a fine word for a chap. A fine fucking word. I got abrasive all of a sudden. That's what they did for the rest of their time. Hey, buddy, you wanna go dogging? Sorry about that accent, folks. I apologize in advance. Now that it's already happened. Viable Ninja says, you lived in New York for so long, the big city isn't going to impress you as much as the character in old world Europe. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Red Feather. Yeah, Davis is trying to do a wholesome, deviant art stream. What's wrong with you people? What gave you the impression that Davis was into this weird shit? The BTK says, I miss Slovakia. Beautiful country, beautiful women, beautiful architecture, beautiful women. Man, I am right with you there. I dated a girl from Slovakia. She was fetching, must be said. Seemed like every woman that I met from Slovakia was drop dead gorgeous, but of course this is in New York, so anybody from Slovakia is in NYC is probably going to be attractive. Ike says, all right, I'm back. What sexual adventures have I missed? Yeah. Just tell us. How was your dogging? Did you get dogged? How'd you get dogged by Wallace Bombay? And Clifford Cleftfellow? Cleftfellow. Whatever. I'm just making up names now. Ike says, I thought it was called dogging because you used to see packs of dogs humping on in the streets all the time before neutering was promoted. Oh, maybe. MK Thales approves. He says, Davis, the show has gone to shit. I like it. Yeah, it's true. Fireball Ninja was all right with the accent. The accent is great. London, but still. What do you call dogging across the pond? I thought we just called it gangbangs. Oh, yeah, an orgy, but yeah, I guess. But an orgy would imply that there's. Okay, what's going on in dogging? Is it just it's just okay, like one woman and a line of guys having sex with her? See, that's not an orgy. An orgy would assume that everybody is having sex with different people. I think we would call it a gangbang. So yeah, there's probably a better way. We really didn't do ourselves a solid by calling it gangbang. I guess you would call it group sex. I don't know. Ike says, how could I possibly go dogging and come back in such a short time? I'm just watering my garden and making trifle for the barbecue tomorrow. Jeez. Thirsty, not a whore, Davis. Well, that's true. It doesn't even make sense. If you were to go dogging, it would have at least taken, 20 to 30 minutes. you got to give the neighborhood a pass. Oh, dear God. Of course, now I see that Jacob's here. I want to change the conversation. Jacob, close your ears. No, it's fine. Got to learn about dogging sometime. Running a train. Oh, yeah, that's the other one. But that one doesn't quite work, does it? I mean, I really like. Oh, man. I was about to say I really like dogging. I really like dogging as a word. I'm going to get into some trouble here. Because it does imply that there is you could go watch it as an experience. Now, if you said, gonna go, gonna go to this gangbang, it doesn't really leave you with the option to say, no, I was just gonna watch it. I was just gonna watch the gangbang. Maybe I'll just delete this stream. Probably should just get rid of this one entirely. What do you think? VGK says, in the US, if a bunch of people are ganging up on you to make fun of you, we call that dogging. No, that's dogpiling, as Red Feather says. Yeah. I never heard the US, use dogging. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that. She needs some scrapes on her legs, Davis. Yeah, you're not wrong. But I'm not even done drawing her legs, so we'll get to that later. There's a lot of her that I'm not done with as far as rendering it and whatnot. I bet Uzi is dogging to help get pregnant with Guantes. Is is it still dogging in a hole, right? Yeah. I'm sorry that you had to witness this, Jasmine. She probably knows better than anybody, though. This is where this shit goes. She says, keep it, keep it, keep it. It's educational. Don't play this for your children. Sorry for that sound. Just something that happens. Bible Ninja says the husband usually watches or sits in the car happy, sad. Either way, he's not the only one getting fucked. It is gaslight. Oh man, oh man. Hey Leaf, welcome to the stream. Leaf says, hello. I was trying to catch up on where you talked about Signor and that April Dawn hoe. But you couldn't get past all the dogging. That's the problem. Yeah, we talked about current events for about 5 minutes. And for the rest of the stream, we've talked about dogging. That's what we do here. Welcome to the club. Okay, is there any group sex things that happen in Canada? Do they have a word for that? Now, the weirdest thing that I know about Canada is that they rent sex dolls. And I had to go back to that website and see if there's any disclaimers or any fine print that says no dogging are sex dolls. One use only. Can't imagine they would allow something like that. Is it dogging if it's in a car? If so, I got a story. Oh no. No, okay, I think you're right, Joseph Diaz. Yeah, I think you're right. Dogging is more one person who won't stop messing with another person. Hounding is another way to say it here in the US. Yeah, I think I've heard it that way too. Said that way. You're dogging me, something like that. But yeah, hounding was probably the most used way to say that. Oh, I'm not reading that one from the BTK. That's disgusting. Leaf says, I don't know these things, Davis. It's good. You're healthy. Yeah, sex doll disclaimer. Not for dogging use. Rent? Yeah, they rent them. And they let you know throughout the whole website that they clean them. No, we clean the dolls, guys. We clean them. We clean them really well. Hey, guys, here's a frequently asked question. Do we clean them? Yes, we do. They're really clean. Every page you go to, every doll you look at. Don't worry, they're clean. They're clean. I swear to God, they're clean. You want to see us cleaning them? Here we are, cleaning these dolls. They're clean. We swear they're clean. They can't tell you in enough ways how hygienic their sex dolls are. Ah. Dan Mark says, so Ayek, I worked in a bar for a while. I was working one day, a lady got way too drunk and yelled, I'm gonna fuck everyone here tonight. Went out on a break about 45 minutes later to see this girl getting fucked by about 7 guys in a car. Went in and couldn't stop laughing. Told the bartenders, and it was a joke till the bar closed down. Oh my god. That's horrible. That's horrifying. I laughed there, and then it made me very sad. Ugh. How drunk was this woman? I imagine she was probably drunk. Okay, that brings me to a good question. Because as sad as, I get, hearing about something like that, there was a question that was proposed to me a while back, and I want to get your take on it because I think it's interesting. Do women have the right to get drunk and have sex? I'm gonna leave that out there in the ether. You'll let me know. Think about it. It's probably an obvious answer, but we'll see. We'll just let it ruminate in your head. You'll see where I'm kind of going with this. Chesson says, just because the dolls smell like bleach, it doesn't mean they're clean. God, I wonder what they smell like. I don't know. Maybe it says, you're sad because you weren't in the car, right, Davis? Ike says she decided what she wanted. She demanded it and got it 7 times over in the back of a car. It's true. So I'm ignoring the other thing going on in the chat in favor of talking about drunken sex. Dan Mark does clarify she was very, very, very drunk, working there and another venue. I've seen a ton of shit. Nothing shocks me anymore. Alt Sentry says, hoes got a hoe, Davis. This is true. Red Feather says, women can get drunk and have sex, same as men, but they can't claim rape the next day. This is the crux of it, you see. DBDK says, yes, Davis, we do. The letter of law is, so as long as you know what you're doing, you can't do it. You can do it inebriated. Mm-hmm. Keith Hale says, hello to the screen cappers. Uh, ignoring. And all right, looks like everything else is drama related. All right. I'm try to get the lay of the land on this drama here, so I make sure I know what's going on. All right, we'll start from the beginning. Tonka says, I saw that Leaf said I threatened the Frog Prince recently. I'm just gonna let you bullshit over there and learn about sex acts from a guy with teeth over here. Oh my gosh. Leaf responds, I didn't bullshit, Tonka. But okay, lol. Tonka, I'll bite Leaf. What was the threat? Leaf has the quote. He will now get what he wants so desperately. He will learn what it is to regret. Let me see. Is that a threat? It might be like a statement of fact. I mean, you could put it into that. Is it? I don't know. I don't know if that is a threat. He will now get what he wants so desperately. He will learn what it is to regret. I don't know. I don't know if that's a threat. I don't think it is. Dr. Radio says that is a threat. One would hope so because, or Leaf says there was shit before that too. Oh, okay. If there's context, that'd be interesting to know. Dr. Radio says one would hope so because that is a pretty weak threat on the that's pretty weak on the threat font or front. Goes on to say, I didn't take him to be so serious. Leaf says now it's, oh, this is more quotes. Now it's game on and you have nothing to justify for me not to. Just stand back. He begged to be destroyed and I tried to let him be. He asked for this over and over. Still not a threat. Dr. Radio responds, so you're taking the context of me talking about him doxing my mother as me doing something physical, or are people not allowed to talk about AP's nonsense? I don't know, maybe it says, Davis just wanted to run a nice wholesome art stream where he talks about gangbangs. Hey Marino, welcome to the stream. Okay, Leaf says, threats don't have to mean you will cause physical harm, dude. Well, I guess if you're going to take a threat seriously, it would have to mean, you know, something. I don't know. If it's not a threat of physical harm, then why even mention it? Would be my take. I don't know. You have to tell me. Do you think I'm like, am I dogging on? Am I dogpiling by even reading this stuff? Just trying to, what am I talking about? It's my stream. I can do whatever I want. Talker Radio says, for all the leeway you give, you get victim points for threats. You sure do jump through hoops to not call something a dox when your boy does it. Leaf says, because he didn't dox your mom, someone else doxed her a year ago, and he found a picture on a forum. I have said both privately and publicly that I'm not okay with it regardless. Yeah, that's fair. MK Sales, who has 2 thumbs and is in this screen cap? This guy. Is this drama about art? Probably not. Yeah, we're closing in on the toward the end of the stream. Just let you know what we did today. We did a little face work and we've done a little dress work. Tonkarady says, I've read all I need to read here. She is full of shit, and it shouldn't surprise anyone at this point. Anything said to her heart patient is a threat, but putting out info, address, name, and image is not a dox. Get the fuck out. LOL. And I want to make sure I read this one from Viable Ninja. Drunken sex is fine. More females just gotta accept thoughting, slutting, and whoring. Majority of women on the top 100 rich list are the smartest of whores. That's why I pay to have a go on the ride. Yeah, fair enough. Leaf says, nah, your mother did get doxxed, but it wasn't by AP. That was out for a year. All right. This is going to be more or less the same stuff. And really, at the end of the day, Leaf doesn't like that it happened. So, I don't know. She has told AP that she doesn't like that kind of business. So, I don't know. I don't know what you want from Leaf at this point. Trying to get current in the chat, folks. Just bear with me for a second. See if there's anything interesting here to read. MK Sales. I'm all up in your screen cap, showing my tits and shit. Oh my god, put those away. This guy's drunk. He's about to go dogging. Bobby Eaton's magnificent mullet. Wear Wicker Man style masks to prevent doxing guys. Learn something from the doggers at least. This is good. This is good stuff. We've all learned something here, guys. Tonka Radio says, AP literally says I tried to dox Optic last week. None of this shit matters if people like you do it. LOL. Did he say that? Or was that Broski? I know Broski said something to that effect. I don't know if I saw that that comment. That'd be interesting to see. Bible Ninja says, they are not gangbangs. They are dogging sessions. Let's be respectful. A bit of rumpy pumpy and a nice Shrek in the woods is fine. As Scrattles would say, it's not a big deal. God, you make it sound so good. I like the outdoorsy aspect of it all. Rumpy pumpy. I've never called it that, but dear God. All right, sweeten the deal for me out now. This is what I'm going to ask you to do. Sweeten the dogging deal for me. Do they have cosplay? Is there a do the women? Does it ever happens where they do like a Mary Poppins cosplay? Maybe I'm letting a little bit too much of my own personal fetishes out there, but dear God. I'm far more interested in the dogging conversation than this whole uh, doxing shit. You probably know this about me. Live dogging session with Davis next time on the Night Beast. Well, it'll have to be at night. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that documentary and get the lay of the land on dogging. Dan Mark says Davis, everything has cosplay. Oh man. Procus says, Davis, can I have a bejeweled hat just like yours? I don't have a bejeweled hat, you nutball. Put that shame on me. But you could certainly probably find one. Or bejewel it yourself. I don't like that comment there. It has to be illegally obtained for it to be doxing. No, that's not true. That's a that was a weird take. Yeah, blood hookers. Yeah, I'm a little taken aback by that too. And you see, the problem with that, and what's kind of makes me upset about it, is that now I know why people have 5-hour autistic streams about what is doxing. Now I know why people do it, and it's fucking made me sad all of a sudden. Oh, that's why people have to talk about this constantly. That's why we have to have Spurg fests about what is doxing. Yeah, it's a fine point. Infallible Folly says, Leaf, I'll give you this much. I know you care about the guy. That puts you in a weird spot, but I respect you for standing by your principles with Fembot the other day. Yep, we said as much on the Kumite, or they did. I don't think I was on that stream, but I certainly was listening. Thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's a bad take. The whole doxing has to be obtained illegally. That's weird. That's never heard that before. Seems wild and wacky. Yeah, I'm just going to glance over at the. All right, doesn't look like anything's going on as far as the other show. So I'm just going to continue working right here, and maybe we can talk more about dogging. So about that cosplay dogging. Sister says, I'm going to start up a stream where we can talk about what doxing is and what swatting is. Is spreading a dox okay once the dox is already out there? What if it's only on a board? Let's discuss. Over on the Sisu Beast. Don't steal my name, Sisu. I never had thought about that. That's a good point, Brockus. He says, you know what doesn't make sense to me? People who say they have ADD and stay mad at the same thing for more than a minute. That's a good take. I never even thought about that. DBTK says, outside is scary. Well, where are you going to get your dogging if not outside? Uh, God damn you, infallible fowl. If it were me, I'd go with brown hair. Blossom looks weird as a blonde. I think I might hate you a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Needs more forehead. It's not Blossom! That's going to be the thing that drives me crazy. Hey guys, go into this lolcow stream. Tell him the girl he's working on is Blossom. He fucking goes crazy. It could be worse. Fireball Ninja. Dogging is consensual and ethical, although a bit grimy and sticky. Doxing is unethical and non-consensual. Dogging, better than doxing. The stream served a huge this stream served a huge purpose. You're welcome, chat. We've done it. That's the fucking title. That's the fucking title right there. I gotta write it down so I can make sure that I edit the stream. Dogging, doxing. Well done. Certainly earned yourself a gold star. Viable Ninja. I'm gonna throw it at you now. God, it landed right in his chest. I hope he's all right. Oh, another good question from Hey Man Nice Shy. He says, can you go dogging in a greenhouse? It's both outside and inside. We'll have to ask Hayek. Brock says, oh, she's going to be mad you're not drawing her. We have an understanding that I'm allowed to draw other women. I don't know, maybe says Davis is drawing Blossom with things he wants to change about Blossom. Blonde hair and a normal forehead. Red Feather says, Davis, when will you stop all this stalking? When I get what I want. Leaf says, I don't even donate to AP that much. Why do you donate to him at all? Doesn't it make it weird? Like when I found out that you actually had some feelings for the guy, and that you apparently both share something to that extent. I found it weird that there was money involved. Not to say that it's your relationship is hinged upon financial contributions. I wouldn't say that. but it just it muddies the waters. I think the closest thing when it comes to me was I had a relationship with a girl, and she wanted to commission a piece of work for uh, for a member of her family. But that was fine. It's just work. It's not a donation. Services rendered. Getting some doxing definitions in there. Dogging is a British English slang term for engaging in sexual acts in a public or semi-public place or watching others do so. There may be more than two participants. Both group sex and gangbanging can be included. As observation is encouraged, voyeurism and exhibitionism are closely associated with dogging. Dogging. Another round of throwing stars? Over here, Davis. All right, Bacala. Got another silver one. Coming your way. Man, she's good at catching those stars, guys. It must be said. She didn't even bat an eye. I like this stream. It's like interactive discount Bob Ross, says Brockus. Thank you. Thank you for that compliment. Fucking gonna ban this guy. I always like it when people call me the discount something or rather. Bible Ninja says Leaf is doing the pay to play AP. It's funny, I encourage it. Leaf says my life is together. I have 3 jobs. I just don't put money in my bank. Laughing my ass off. That's a weird statement. Adrian Blom with a question. Davis, if you give a girl a tip after you sex, is she a hoe? I would think she would be a whore. Why would you give a girl a tip after sex? Oh, I see what you're saying. I think I know where you're going with this. This is weird. Leaf, don't ever talk about your finances. That's just advice from me to you. I know you have in the past. Don't do it. It never works out good. I don't recommend anybody ever do it. Either if you're flexing on people or if you're in dire straits or anything like that, that's not good. It opens up just a world of problems, and it's nobody's business how much money you get paid or how you handle your finances. It's just not good. So I would say make a uh, make a note to yourself to just never engage in that ever again. That's that's the problem you're having right now. When you say something like, which I should, but I just don't care enough to walk to a bank every time I get paid. I need money on hand for the bus and shit. Oh man, that's just yeah. Ugh. Hey T, welcome to the stream. Koloski says Davis is a discount Davis. This is true. It must be said. Yeah, you either seem like an ass or a loser. Yeah, you can't win. Yeah, I don't know why anybody does that stuff. I mean, even Tonka. Think it's a bad move. Talk about that shit. But she continues, my life is together enough that I work 3 jobs so I can move out. Ugh. I don't think she knows what that sounds like. Call it. Davis said stop, and she kept going. Yeah, that's the. It's weird. Yeah, hey man, nice shot. Knows where I'm going with this. Yeah, whatever happened to direct deposit and debit card? You know, when you start saying these things, it leads to other questions. Now, I'm not. See, I don't want to do it, but then you have like things like, wait, you're getting paid cash from your job, so you can have cash on hand to get to the bus. You don't have enough money for the bus that you can't get to the bank. You don't have direct deposit. You know, all this shit. You know, it starts going in my mind. Then now you're saying you're together enough that you have 3 jobs. Um, that just seems like you're not in a good place. I mean, when you tell me you have to have 3 jobs just to move out, I mean, yeah, good on you. You know, taking care of your shit, but you shouldn't be donating to people's live streams. I mean, leave that to people that are pretty secure. That money should come from disposable incomes, and it doesn't sound like you have that. If you have 3 jobs right now, you do not have a disposable income, especially when none of that money is going to the bank. But that being said, do not fucking do this. Don't talk about finances. Make it a point. Never do it again. Ugh. Yep. Behemoth 666 is correct. Lease your finances is your business. No one else. There's nothing wrong with being successful. And there's nothing wrong if you are in hard times and picking yourself up. Yep. And Leaf goes on. I don't set up direct deposit. You can get checks still. LOL. Okay, but okay, you haven't set up direct deposit, but you can't get to the bank. You see the problem here? Okay, I don't know. Now I'm getting to the point where I'm just fucking sad. Uh, Obviously, I like to help people out. I like to give advice now and again. I certainly don't like to get financial advice to people. Yeah, Jasmine is correct. Exactly. You're the opposite of together when you need 3 jobs just to be secure. Yeah. Leaf says, sorry, your IQ is too low to know what checks are. Okay, rabid Leaf coming out. She hasn't set up a direct deposit, but we're too low IQ to know what checks are. Hey man, nice shot. How about taking the donos and putting into a mutual fund? Compound interest, anyone? There you go. Leaf says, I get paid cash at one job. Fine. That's the cash that you'll keep on hand. I don't know what you do. It's fine. Keep it to yourself. Leaf says, AP has a job. Okay, great. Don't give him any more of your money. He doesn't need it. Take care of yourself. Kowalski also has good advice. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, this is something I've also noticed about T. He says, I tend to offer experience and opportunities people can easily take advantage of, but nothing financial. Yeah, it's the best way to be. I don't know, maybe it says, don't get sad, Davis. Just think of all the exploring you can do in your city to find all the dogging areas. Yep. Everybody with some great advice for Leaf. Twisted Smile says, Canadians get on low income monthly pass will save on buying the bus passes or the bus costs and whatnot. I don't know that bug behind you. That bug behind you says, I don't know what I walked into. Is this a whale intervention, Night Beast? God, you caught us at a bad time. We were talking about dogging about 20 minutes ago. Now it got into this weird thing about helping Leaf out financially, or at least with her process. Oh my gosh. Jasmine wants to go back to it. Vakala's right. Yeah, $2 to $4 sounds like bus money. Yep. That's another good one. Talk Radio says there's no man on earth who wants his woman to send him money. These deadbeats on YouTube have people acting backwards as fuck. Yep. Yep. I'd be I'd feel ashamed. If AP knows the situation you're in, which I presume he probably does, he should have told you a long time ago. Knock it off. But maybe he did. So we'll assume that he did. Like, I don't know why. Probably wouldn't give me the same benefit of a doubt. Yep, yep. That bug bounty says, isn't Leaf the one who donates to people online? I believe I've already made my position clear on giving money to people for talking online. Yeah, it's a fine position, one that I probably more or less agree with, except in I've done it myself, so. Twisted Smile says low income monthly pass costs $5.30 a month instead of paying $100. Well, there you go. Bobby Eaton's magnificent mullet says, always wear Wicker Man style mask when accepting donos from your woman. That shame is worse than dogging. It's true. Glad we can always go back to that. Dogging helped us out again, didn't it? Viable Ninja, also with some advice. Leaf, do cocaine. It's fun. Don't listen to these old fogies. You ever tried gambling? What about becoming a huge Adidas sneakerhead? Life is for the living, not for scrimping. Ah, great advice. Great advice for sure. Okay, it looks like people are lining up for the other stream. I don't know what's going on with me today. I think I can probably stop by there. Probably gonna have to let the dogs out and do a little work before I can go over there. That bug behind you says, I always find it funny that people with little money are always the ones who spend it poorly. It's like when you see welfare families with the newest iPhone in every member's hand. Yeah, we noticed the same thing when I was growing up. Um, you'd have these little small houses with boats parked in them, and they'd have like the newest trucks that are all decked out. It's just what people and of course inevitably you'd see the repo people come and take those vehicles. But it's a tale as old as time. People just not doing their finances correct, not being responsible with that sort of thing. Blood Toker says when people are over 18 are fucking up miserably. It's really sad. They're just starting out and setting themselves off in the wrong direction. Save, save, save. Yep. Jasmine coming in with the savior. If there isn't a dogging app, Leaf can create it, and the problem is solved. There you go. Learn to code, Leaf. Get that dogging app up there for your country. Canada needs you. They need to engage in a bit of dogging. Save your country. Ah. Yep, you're not wrong. That bug behind says it's existentially sad, of course. But it makes sense. There's a reason why a majority of the people who win the lottery end up in debt. Bad choices. It's absolutely true there. Just out for a puck, are you, bud? That's you, that's it. That's exactly what you'd run into when you're out dogging in Canada. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it off. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'm glad we learned something today. Dogging, much better than doxing, guys. If you have the choice to do one of the two, please choose dogging. Remember, you don't have to engage in the sexual activity by yourself. You can simply just watch. In it for the experience. All sorts of forms of dogging out there. Find a dogging place in your neighborhood and get up to that. It's so good. It's also so great. All right, we'll see you tomorrow for the Wednesday Hump Day stream. Will I be reading erotica? I don't know. It made me uncomfortable reading the erotica I did read today, but we'll see what happens. Okay, I'll probably see you on the other show. But until then, you guys take care and thanks so much.